Hello again, this is Priscilla Batzell. I'm in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Fluid Art Studio. That's a 12-inch by 24-inch canvas. I'm a Colour Arte affiliate, and I have coated that with some Misty Veil, which is a Prizm pour to the best of my knowledge, in the hopes of it would be the background to a sky at some point in time. I think I want to keep this part as the sky, so I'm going to flip it around because I kind of like that. So this is dry, like I said, and I want to start by making a landscape at the bottom that I spin out. This is Sherwin Williams white paint. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing, but I'm going to try and do it anyway. I've been doing a fair number of scoop and drags recently, and for that you need a fairly deep pillow, and then you need to swipe some colors into place, or blow. You could use a blow dryer, I believe. So I'm going to use weird colors, hope they work. That's some Fandango, that's a Prizm pour. Try not to be so even. Try not to go overboard about how much I use, which is really a hard thing to do. I've got some wintergreen, another Prizm pour. Less is more, hopefully, in this case. This is Deep Amethyst, another Prizm pour. You should check for the Colour Arte coupon code because there's definitely a good sale. When I'm making this video, there's a 30% site-wide sale. But it's generally 20. It's been 15 and it's come back to 20. Alright, I want to save that Misty Veil for the sky. I'm going to use a little bit of Mayan gold. And I've been enjoying using some Quinacridone nickel azo gold. And there was a lump of something in there, and I'm going to try and get it out. Yes, gotcha. I like being good at that. Searching for them later isn't so great. So I've got a little bit of, and I've been enjoying the use of, some Royal Sapphire. But I'm also very tempted by some Boomgel stain. I'm not sure what color you call it. Pearlescent Teal. So it's pretty similar. And if I put that into this mix, that could be an issue. It could look kind of the same. So let's grab a good palette knife. One of those two. I want it to be somewhat slim. I've been enjoying using the black, Amsterdam black, and Aussie Floetrol. We'll start with that. And I've used it in combination with the True Silver on an ocean piece, and that worked really well instead of white. And the True Silver is a Prizm pour also. So I'm continuing to experiment. That looks like it's working fairly well. At least until the end. And I will wipe that off and start again and go in the other direction. I may come back here too. I love that there's white cells popping through, which you know is the paint. You know it's not the white cell activator because I didn't use any. So we're going to go the black cell activator again. And silver. I might go in with that teal on this end and see what happens if I use it there. I caught a little more paint than I was anticipating. Now I could just drip this off, and that's really tempting. Wish I had a tray to dump it into. So let me do a little tiny bit more of the black for this other end here. And yeah, I'm going to stick with my known theory. No, I'm not. I'm going to do the teal because I can. That's the name of my first book on the Amazon link next to my second book. Come on, be open. There we go. So I did a little trial earlier with this teal and it did make cells beautifully. So I'm not taking a complete chance. Wipe that off, throw it in the bucket, give myself a little opportunity to scoop and drag some things. Break the seal when it sucks down onto. You can hear it let go. Well, I can hear it when I let it go. I haven't done anything quite like this before, although I've tried a few experiments headed in this direction, so I say that I haven't, and then maybe I have. There's probably way more paint than I need. Maybe the white edge is going to be the snow-covered hills or something like that. I probably should have used a darker color, and I have darker colors, but I have to start someplace, so this is where I started. I used to do something that looked similar to the scoop and drag by tilting my painting. Just shuffling paint now. Getting a lot more brazen with my scoop and drag technique. Now what will I do if I try and tip this? You can't, it's never a waste of time in my opinion to continue to try and manipulate with the scoop and drags. And I don't know what's going to happen when I pull that, when I try and spin this out. And I'm literally having too much fun because I'm taking up a lot of time. But I really think it's good. It's time well invested. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. It's fun to stretch the paint out and know that you're going to get a cellular reaction. I'm a lot afraid I'm going to lose most of it. So I'm really tempted to tip it up before I tip it back. And whether I need to spin it out or not is a question. What I want to do is take this off right now, which is not going to help me. Let me see if I have a long edge catcher handy. Because if I do, I could probably just dump a lot of that paint right onto it, which is kind of too bad in a way. I kind of want to dump it sideways, which is not a really bad idea actually. Well, I didn't think so. I'm not so sure anymore. It's definitely funky, funky, funky landscape. And we have some bubbles. And I'm basically at this point just letting it tip to right itself again. But I'm not actually very sorry that I haven't spun. I want to take my palette knife, take the rest of that off of there. I might be running out of time, and I can definitely put this aside. I'm going to just run my finger under there too. It's definitely going to leave some paint behind. But at least it's not going to be in a place where it's a problem. Hey, I left myself a paper towel. That's cool. Okay, so what did I do with my palette knife? Well, I've got this other palette knife, so this will have to do. I definitely want to see if I need to make some adjustments. And the paint is thin enough, so it seems like I can get away with it. I'm not sure I want to do as much as I thought I might a moment ago, though. Should trust the process. And like I said, I can retrieve a lot of that paint off that edge catcher if I need to. And I don't really see much of a need to do it. Definitely got some snow-covered trees. I'm going to do what I thought I was going to do as long as I've got a little bit of time. So I'm going to take, if I can get any Misty Veil out, and I'm probably going to turn the canvas around. Come on out. Come on, you can do it. We're not getting a lot. And there probably isn't a lot left to get anyway. I'm going to hopefully make this into something interesting with my spatula. In the meantime, I think I'm going to let this sit on its side. Now I've got some frosted berry. And I will be putting a Chantilly lace moon in the sky. I have no idea what I'm doing, so don't think I do. I have to experiment. That's my thing. I'm going to put a couple of little dots of Tempting Tulip. Maybe one, maybe just one. Let's find the Chantilly lace. I'm thinking that the purple interference would probably be pretty good if I can lay my hands on it easily. Interference gold. I've got it, interference violet. Kind of wanted something a little darker. Cross your fingers that this works. The Tempting Tulip was tempting fate, but I think we'll be okay. Maybe it's okay. I just have to decide where my moon is going. And if I have any more Misty Veil, I'm going to use it. Part of me wants to find a little bit of, you know what, I've got this purple Boomgel. It is Pearlescent Mauve. I kind of like that. I haven't really spent much time using my Boomgel, so and if it doesn't make cells, that would be fine by me. I don't really want any in my sky. I kind of wanted a subtle sky. The landscape sort of is handling all the drama. Now I wanted to put some trees in, but I don't have time. So if there's trees, if there are trees in the thumbnail, you'll forgive me, but I think I'll just post it without them. And if you want to see them with trees, if I put trees in the next day and didn't make a part 2, just ask me. I kind of want my moon in there, but I'm not sure how to go about doing it. Kind of want a little bit more pink right up there, but I'm gonna call it good. In the exception of that thing that I see that does not belong, and it needs to go now. So do I put a moon in by the horizon? Do I put it in up high in the sky? Will it bleed? It might bleed. I don't think I can actually do what I want to do. With the possible exception of putting a little bit more Tempting Tulip on the blade of my spatula. Big risk. I got the little bit of it I wanted up in this top corner over here. It's subtle, but it's working. Like I said, there'll be a Chantilly lace moon, and there might be some black trees. And that's that. That's all I can do for now. I wish I could finish for you. Maybe when I get my other camera, I'll be able to fast forward to the end. I want to put a moon in there so bad. I'm going to do it. Maybe it only needs to be a small moon. And maybe I'll put some clouds over the moon tomorrow. Alright, so I love you guys. I want you to take care of each other, take care of yourselves. Just going to poke at that to even it out. I see that there's a bubble in there and I don't want to mess too much with it. So I do sell my artwork. You can reach me by trying me at easpbgallery and the word gallery spelled out at gmail.com. I'm not sure about the trees yet. And can I get right down in there? I can. I can show you the landscape. I still have my phone in my hand. I don't know if shimmering it will help you or not. I'll zoom back out again. It's kind of subtle, but I bet it'll be pretty when it's dry. I'm getting better at one-handed adjustments of my camera. So I definitely see that I have a little uneven edge. So I love you guys. Take care of each other. Take care of yourselves. Please give me a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing, watching longer, and commenting. Shop my Amazon link to help me out at No How to Cost You. My 2 books are there because I can and unlimited possibilities. Thank you for the donations through PayPal and Patreon.